What makes a relationship work? This is the question that often lingers in our minds, sparking curiosity and debates. Relationships, in their unique and complex nature, are intriguing puzzles to many. There's no magic wand, no definitive guidebook, no one-size-fits-all solution to make it work. Yet there are certain key factors that seem to resonate across the board that could potentially enhance any relationship. We're talking about good communication, the art of compromise, the undying value of honesty and trust, and the power of understanding. These elements, when woven together, can form a strong fabric that holds a relationship together, helping it weather the stormiest of times. Perhaps you're in a relationship that's sailing smoothly, or maybe you're facing a few hiccups along the journey. Regardless, understanding these keys can provide a fresh perspective, a new lens to view your relationship through. So stay with us as we delve into these key factors that could make your relationship even better. First up, we have communication. Yes, it may sound cliché, but it remains an undeniable truth. Communication is to a relationship what oxygen is to life, absolutely essential. It's the foundation upon which all successful relationships are built. But what does effective communication really entail? Let's delve into that a bit. In any relationship, it's crucial for both parties to express their feelings, needs, and wants openly and honestly. This doesn't mean just blurting out whatever pops into your head. It means conveying your thoughts and emotions in a respectful and considerate manner. It's about creating a safe space where both of you feel comfortable sharing your deepest fears, highest hopes, and everything in between. Without this openness, misunderstandings can occur, leading to confusion, hurt feelings, and potentially even conflict. But when both partners feel heard and understood, it builds trust and fosters a deeper emotional connection. It's like weaving a strong, resilient fabric that can weather any storm. Yet communication isn't just about expressing your own thoughts and feelings. It's equally important to listen to your partner's perspective. True listening goes beyond just hearing the words. It's about being present, showing empathy, and striving to understand your partner's point of view, even if it differs from your own. Remember, it's not about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about understanding each other better and finding common ground. And sometimes, it's about agreeing to disagree, respecting each other's differences, and finding a way forward that works for both of you. And let's not forget non-verbal communication. The way you look at your partner, your body language, the tone of your voice, all these unspoken signals can speak volumes about your feelings and intentions. So, make sure your actions align with your words. Remember, communication is not just about talking, it's about listening and understanding your partner. It's about creating a dialogue, a two-way street where both partners feel heard, respected, and valued. Because at the end of the day, it's through effective communication that we build stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships. Scene script. Next, we move on to compromise. A relationship is about two people, and sometimes these people have different wants and needs. So, what happens when these wants and needs clash? This is where the art of compromise comes into play. Just imagine two artists creating a masterpiece together. Neither of them can fully control the outcome, but both contribute to the final piece. They each add their own colors, their own strokes, but they have to find a way to blend them together so that the final piece is harmonious. Similarly, in a relationship, it's not about one person winning and the other losing. It's about finding a solution that satisfies both parties. It's about blending your colors, your wants and needs together to create a harmonious relationship. Compromise is not about giving up or giving in. It's about understanding. It's about empathy. It's about putting yourself in your partner's shoes and seeing things from their perspective. It's about saying, I understand what you want, and I'm willing to adjust my wants and needs to make sure we're both happy. But remember, compromise is a two-way street. It's not about one person always bending to the other's will. Both parties must be willing to adjust and adapt. If only one person is doing all the compromising, the relationship becomes unbalanced and resentment can build. Compromise also involves knowing when to stand your ground. There are some things that are non-negotiable. some core values and beliefs that you should never compromise on. Knowing the difference between what you can and cannot compromise on is crucial. So, how do you master the art of compromise? It starts with open and honest communication. Talk about your wants and needs, understand your partner's wants and needs, and find a way to meet in the middle. Compromise does not mean giving up who you are, but rather it means growing as a person while growing together. It's about creating a beautiful masterpiece together, where both of your colors, your wants, and needs are beautifully blended together. So, embrace the art of compromise and watch your relationship flourish. Moving on, let's talk about honesty and trust, the building blocks of any relationship. Imagine constructing a building. You use bricks for walls and cement to hold them together. In the architecture of relationships, honesty is the bricks and trust is the cement. But how does honesty build trust? Well, every time you are honest with your partner, you lay a brick. Every single truth you share, every vulnerability you reveal, and every secret you tell is a brick in the wall of your relationship. But honesty alone isn't enough. You need trust to hold everything together. Trust is not just about believing that your partner won't cheat or lie. It's also about trusting them with your feelings, your fears, and your dreams. It's about feeling safe enough to show your true self, knowing they won't use that information against you. Trust is the cement that binds the bricks of honesty together, forming a strong, solid wall. And just like cement, trust takes time to set. It's not something that can be rushed. It's something that's earned over time, through consistent actions and proven reliability. Trust is also about predictability. It's about knowing that your partner will be there for you, no matter what. It's about knowing that they'll keep their promises, that they'll be honest even when it's hard, and that they will always have your back. Trust is also fragile. It can easily be damaged by a single act of dishonesty, and once broken, it can be incredibly difficult to repair. That's why it's so important to always be honest, because when you are, you're not just laying bricks, you're also building trust. And while it's true that honesty can sometimes hurt, it's always less damaging than a lie discovered. Because a lie doesn't just break trust, it also breaks hearts. So always strive to be honest, even when it's tough, because in the end, honesty is always the best policy. Trust is earned when actions meet words. And remember, honesty is always the best policy. Last but not least, we have understanding. To understand your partner is to love them for who they truly are. Understanding isn't just about deciphering the words that tumble from your partner's lips. It's about sensing the unspoken, the subtle shifts in mood, the silent sighs, the unshed tears. It's about navigating through the quiet, the calm, and the chaos of your partner's world. Imagine being in a labyrinth with your partner. It's dark and you can't see the path ahead. But you're not afraid because you understand your partner. You trust their judgment. You know they'll guide you through the twists and turns, and together you'll find the way out. That's the power of understanding in a relationship. It lights up the darkest corners. It bridges the widest gaps. Understanding is like a soft, comforting blanket on a cold winter's night. It's the knowledge that someone knows you, cares for you, and accepts you just as you are. It's about acknowledging your partner's fears, dreams, and past without judgment. It's about seeing the world from their perspective, walking a mile in their shoes. It's about comprehending that your partner, like you, is a complex being with a rich tapestry of experiences, emotions, and thoughts. It's about cherishing and respecting the uniqueness of your partner, their quirks, their passions, their strengths, and their vulnerabilities. Understanding, however, is not always easy. It requires patience, empathy, and openness. It demands that you set aside your ego, your prejudices, and your assumptions. It calls for a deep dive, not just into your partner's life, but also into your own. It asks you to see, to listen, to feel, and to connect on a level that goes beyond the physical and the superficial. Understanding your partner means accepting them, flaws and all. It means choosing to love them, even when they are hard to love. It's not about idealizing them, but acknowledging their humanity, their imperfections. And in doing so, you're not just understanding your partner, you're also understanding yourself. Because in the end, understanding is the foundation upon which love blossoms and endures. So we've discussed communication, compromise, honesty, trust, and understanding. These are the keys to a successful relationship. Let's do a quick recap. Good communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. It's about expressing your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly. Compromise, on the other hand, is about finding a middle ground, meeting each other halfway. Honesty and trust are intertwined. You can't have one without the other. They are the bedrock of a lasting relationship. And understanding, that's about being empathetic, patient, and accepting of your partner's flaws and differences. These principles are not a magic fix, but they can certainly make a world of difference. We encourage you to apply these in your relationships. Grow together, learn together, and build a relationship that's strong, fulfilling, and truly yours. Remember, every relationship is unique. What works for one might not work for another. But these key points can certainly help. Subscribe to Charger Inc. for more content that can enhance your life.